Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curiosity Box, and this video is going to be about another Brooklyn Art Library project I took part in, and this is the Verse on Paper project. I signed up for it months ago because even though it was a writing project, it was poetry, and I found writing poetry and making words rhyme a lot easier than just writing normal text. Language manipulating language and words is very not my strong point. I'm more comfortable with being expressive and making pictures, so it was quite a chore to get this completed. That's also a reason why I don't have bloopers on my videos. I don't tend to do the oops what have I done there kind of blooper, as sort of turn into like Godzilla woman, which is very scary and very loud and distorts the microphone, so I don't think you want to see any Godzilla bloopers. But mostly that's when I haven't got something to actually show you or fixate the words on. My introduction video for the channel took about 50 goes, and a walk in the garden, a chat with Dad, and writing a new script for myself, so that took ages to do, because either the words are just breeze in my head, or the words all start falling out before I even want to say them. So this is the project, and it is Verse on Paper project, 100 weeks of poetry, so 100 people, only 100 people could take part in this project. And the overall theme they gave us all was epics and understatements. So my book is called A Little Bit of Poetry, and it's full all the way through to the brim, so I'm actually going to read it all out to you. So when I'm writing, I find it really difficult to just write as myself, so I sort of meditate and then just write whatever comes out, and sometimes it's more me and sometimes it's just whatever comes out of the pen. So I guess some of it could be classed as automatic writing in the surrealist sense. So it's basically just instead, because I was going to do it about Doctor Who, then I found it really difficult. I came up with the first poem, but then I found it really difficult to write anything else. It just got stuck. I just got blank with that, so I didn't do it about Doctor Who after all. I was going to write some pretty stuff in my other notebook and then do into here, but then I thought, no, I might as well just brain dump it onto here, so it's like and straight into the book from brain, through the pen to the paper, so I thought that was more authentic artistically. So, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The beginning of the tale and the end of the words, illuminations pluck wings from the birds. I don't want to read this. Unlock the door. In the dark dusky basement, sprawled out on the floor. Punch all the gutlessness out from the brave, and megacity towers the darkness to save. Layers of anguish buried in sands, the fear hushed away from the glorious lands. Mixed up cocktails and hold on tight, a sunshiny roller coaster, exhilarated fright. Hold my hand and don't let go. Plant seeds of smiles and let them grow. Shower hugs like waterfalls, they make me feel safe, conjuring up fantasies whilst for you I wait. Clasping hands skin to skin, the prickles of paradise on my head from your chin. To trust is a hardship, strive for it I do, the soul in your eyes, but what is really true? I am my best as can be, but till I crumble, interrogate me. Concentration, a flick of the ears, a pounce and a lunge, claw away fears. Pad pour my anxieties into thin air, slam the door shut, chase my ghosts down the stairs. Attributes of kings and queens, the court full of power, the jester-filled scenes. Language is a hardship, a pen of toffee, wading through treacle, to find words to please thee. Words are all mangled through a machine full of glue. The letters get stuck and cling to the tubes. Ladders and staggerers made of bones, rickety, rackety, hobbling home, jingling and jangling their kneecaps and shins, twisting bolts and rusty screws, wiring up chins. An antelope pushing the envelope, writing manifestos about how lions should behave when laying in the sun, toasting their toes. There's a balloon, a weather balloon, floating in the sky. There's a balloon, a weather balloon, I wonder where it will fly. Words all a jumble, meanings a mess, comprehension like patterns on a ditzy print dress. What I want to say, hiding in folds, my voice raised too loud as if I am to scold. Fizzle wigs and giggle sticks, mud pie cakes and candle wicks, scot-free soaps and bruising bubbles, justice better get there, quick sharp on the double. Label barcodes on your hands, find the lasers, get them scanned. Tufts of fluff on the carpet beige, ferocious dust and the Dyson's rage. That man's got a face on the back of his neck. Get a brass rubbing and I'll write you a cheque. Thick blue face paint, knit it with wool until the shivering sheep faint. Octopus, squid lips, tentacle jars, wrapping round your suckers and exfoliating Mars. Ginger mice as earrings and a stoat for a tail, the winter fox and rabbits sailing aboard the whale. Verb, verb, adjective, what I think is what I give. A ton of salmon flapping around, angry bear fishermen gone to ground. Dan, Dan, the dustbin man, coal on his face and a salubrious plan. Topographical maps of goose pimples, following contours of epidermis to an inconclusive volcanic truth. Skin cells all scruffy, their edges uncouth. Behaviour battlements, slam your spikes through the earth. Stand still and be quiet, consider your supposed enemy's worth. Got to roll your arse for this auction. You don't got the money, you got bidding dysfunction. Scorefold and 10, records and gentle Ben. Trash talking, storage bin stalking. Collections, stacks and shreds. Meat pies and goat horns, wrapped purple threads. You'll never guess who I had in the back of my cab. He can't tell you as the chip in his head won't let him blab. Seal blubber, flub, blab, blab. Slithered around near a bright orange crab. Served on some lettuce with some poor mayonnaise sat the boiled crab. Grabbed one of your chips for a tomato sauce dab. A bit of neon or a luminous yellow dab, transforming a semi-detached house from being too drab. Does this dress suit me, or do I look frumpy and drab? With this handbag and these shoes you'll sparkle so fab. It's a hot day, I'm thirsty, gonna buy me a fab. Iced water, not ice cream, trying to keep off the flab. Comedians aren't funny when cracking jokes about their flab, but others are hilarious with the gift of the gab. Wibble wobble turkey glub glub gab, stay away from the beak and a nasty jab. Carrots and celery, prefer blackcurrant jelly. Just random words next to each other, because I can't think about else. Just trying to fill this boot so emotions are felt. I wish the ink formed its own words right onto the page, but my hand has to manoeuvre to make legible shapes. Stump up the cash or the gnome gets it. His fishing line stolen, no job for us to sit. Carbon copy, a cloned mind entwined, the spinal cord twisted, a new soul enshrined. Twisters and sparklers, a hurricane's brew, Cowpicker fence tipper, grey cloud shoot. Alien hand, its author unknown, situated where on treasure maps unshown. Rewarding, unbecoming, switch places with me. Literary, not statuary, like climbing a tree. Phantom limbs in a body complete, many selves inhabiting from the head to the feet. Disbelief and wonder dictating their story, but it's the body, the outside, that gets all the glory. Reflection and thinking, memories hidden, ticks and flicks rise up unbidden. Scottish and Geordie and Cockney too, the languages all mixed in this human stew. Strands of fat escape their ears, muffling the sounds, understanding unclear. Startling imagery from stars and dreams, inappropriate, defective, and thoughts unclean. Repetitive sounds, the world in a disco. A reflex to hide, down the rabbit hole I go. Neither the red or the blue pill, I take an antidepressant. Otherwise the paranoid, screaming, controlling, incessant. I treat to deserve some reading on YouTube. Hyperactivity in my mind is too rude. Hard to stay focused one thing at a time, when writing this poem and searching for rhyme. Meditate and listen to us, just move the pen. Your work will be easier and fantastic again. Self-belief is the key to all things. Give us a smile and lift up your chin. Supplement your income by coating your insides with gold. The ambergris whale trick never gets old. Fountains of youth filled with virgins, evil eyes and ratty hair never emerging. Purity for purity's sake, an innocent smile never to take. Restrain the aggressor, dive into the mind of the little professor. Swallow me whole and spit me out, sweating and shivering, dripping with doubt. An opening, a way to escape, my own superhero donning my cape. I will save you, just hold on to the stars, galaxy's protection to heal all the scars. Stan Clegwitchin went to the park, fed all the ducks and sat in the dark. There once was a rose with all shrivelled petals, a mixture of everything, an alloy of metals. Tick the box, proclaim your religion, then fill in a survey about nuclear fission. Buckminster Fuller, a hero, my guest, smartly attired in a particle vest. Stamp on a diamond and collect all the dust. Glitter is banned, but always needs must. Rocks my socks up, twirls me around, my vocal cords creating my own controlled sounds. Forsooth, the bounty is set so high, neither hide nor a donkey could put out the light. Silk stockings pilfered from the underground car park. Tyrion's my favourite, not bioplastic Ned Stark. Off with his head, the ravens cry, the short-paid actor, the unemployed sigh. File down the job centre, no armour or shields, to job-seeking allowance, nobles forced to yield. Swim through the treacle, knees-deep in mud, chocolate and custard, a trifle for pud. Pitter-patter, ploughman's cheese, all escaping. Please give my novels 5-star rating. Seek an apple, boil a brew, I'm gonna cast a spell on you. My charm and my wonder hidden inside, let loose with a pen to marvel my pride. We're a happy family, as one as two can be. Is it really hot in here, or is that just me? Thumb through the magazines, eat a penny chew, postman pack through salad, and blackjacks too. Sherbet, fizz and aniseed pucker up my face. Now the bag is empty, with sugar just a trace. Braces and buttons and all pretty threads, daisies and gemstones all round my head. Strangers on the phone, keep my hands away. A few moments of awkwardness can ruin my whole day. They are cheeky and rude, I don't know what to say. Refunds for PPI they want to pay. They ask for your details, invade your home, and very strange voices I put down the phone. You know me, I need caller ID, then I'll chat and nat about what we have for tea. Liberation for carrots and justice for peas. Read out the recipe, you'll begin to see. Slicked back hair and an angled face, a most fine specimen of the human race. Jeremy Brett, a handsome Sherlock, sexy and proud with a mighty fine dock. That was meant to read, Jeremy Brett's a handsome Sherlock, sexy and proud with a mighty fine duck. Buckle down and worship the pen. Stop all this clucking like an ignorant hen. Fill every line with pretty pink scribbles. When you're watching Benedict, try not to dribble. Bumblebee, a praying mantis pays the church fee. Cloak and dagger and acorn words. The fat man, the rat man, and Cloak and dagger and acorn woods. The fat man, the rat man, and Robin Hood. A toddler versed in all things equine. Stunt his growth will be a jockey by nigh. Mulberry tree, wrap round the grapevine, sit on my knee, counting to 5. Rembrandt and Renoir and Van Gogh too, painting in reds, purple and blues. Painting with words to create mental illusions. Raid all your search engines, create mass confusion. Have a conversation to the person next to you. Show them my sketchbook and pronounce it as cool. Cause a stir, throw tea against a wall. Proclaim it as art, good as Banksy et al. Rats on the fences, rats on the faces. St. Paul's Cathedral has whiskers. Its roof amalgamation of shapes all cut out by Fiskars. In the middle of the sea, waves keep crashing over me. Fingers of aliens who fart all the time, all green and pokey with childish wines. Sauvignon Blanc and Australian Dry, rose and champers and martini on ice. Shove it in a bento box along with your sushi. Drunken raw fish, guaranteed to get fruity. There are some words I just can't spell, so I take a stab in the dark, shrug my shoulders, oh well. Why can't we all talk in pictures and symbols? Understanding each other to me would be simples. Doing well and concentrating, holding in high her mentally constipating. I'm holding it in, it has to come out. There's through my attention a Candy Crush bout. Addicted to games with pleasing sounds, and racing all over motorbikes abound. Close my eyes, but don't drift off. Wish I could write as good as the moth. Collecting all sentences into coherent thought. Reeling off creatures who the doctor has fought. I'm more like Strax, all socially awkward, stating an opinion before he has thought it. Defending himself by using his fists, not yet learnt the sense of lists. I don't fight any more with my actual knuckles, try to think before my self-esteem buckles. Barreling towards the central staples, after that the horse will bolt from the stables. Wendigo Jones told me a question, what is it about a horse's complexion? Finagled all the windows for you, mate. Do you want the special price or the going rate? Forget your umbrella, it's hailstones anyway, Mum. You'll need your hard hat, protect your cranium. Cans of soup, all in a row. They've got pine needles for hair, give them a row. Stick it to me, give me the price. Sell me a pot noodle and fill it with rice. Skating round Cornwall on very, very thin ice. I'm not a bad person, I'm ever so nice. I buy all the treats, like chocolate and sweets. We all do enjoy a sugary binge eat. I'm all days, I just woke up, filling up with lemon juice straight in the cup. Want to play with mud today, don't want to get wet. I really, really want a savannah for a pet. Goody, hello, are we writing a poem? Can I have a go, Mum? I like toys and cuddles, and jumping about in mucky puddles. I read Enid Blyton books, but Aslan's my favourite. Hi, I need my breakfast now, so the rest of the poem you'll have to wait for it. Starlight, star bright, what on earth shall I write tonight? My Parents Are Aliens, a favourite show. I particularly love Brian when his antlers grow. Diversification of my little toes, wonderification of my button nose. Scallops are my favourite food, clamshells and pearls are particularly rude. My mood isn't in this, I can't sit still. A new Sims house I can't afford to fill. The dog digs up treasure, but he's often asleep. I want new furniture, I wish it was cheap. For Captain Jack's porch, a parquet floor, but I can barely afford just the frame of a door. I wish we could have all the basics free. Need 4 Sims for a party, but I only have 3. I don't want a new Sim till he has a comfortable home, with wallpaper and carpets and maybe a phone. At the science lab he's going to work, and I guess he'll be programmed to flirt. My first Sim was Clara, my second was Rose, my newest is Donna. A home by the mountains for her I chose. Rawson, I'm awesome with my big shaggy mane. Leo the lion is my adorable name. I love One Direction, my favourite is Louis. Bubblegum pop, deliciously chewy. Strawberry sauce and chocolate mousse, of all the triangles I'm most obtuse. Earnings and yearnings, a lot to accrue, a nail in the wall, a hammer and glue. Musty old houses up in the trees, dust mites and soup sprites all make you sneeze. Canaries and parrots and budgerigars, driving round Paris in modified cars. Snapped all the wood, shredded the rails, vomited over the animal trails. Scaled up a mountain, measured its waste, smothered the pecan sandwich paste. Dipped all the trees in chocolate sauce, eat it all now and skip the main course. Cause all the shops to close on one day, fill the foundations with terracotta clay. Muss up my hair and give me a hug, under your armpits is ever so snug. Bounce on the grass, shout hip hip hooray, OK then, we'll just look for hay. Easily swayed and very suggestible, covered in chocolate, easily digestible. Gather around as the focus group, chicken and vegetable or chocolate soup. Chili sauce is the sheriff of this town, making the rules in his peppery crown. Swing hit the drive, watch the rabbits play golfing, the beavers and chipmunks criticise the whole thing. Quick, write script, come up with a sitcom, a kooky fashionista, a geek and a fit one. Put words in their mouth, totally unrealistic. Oh dear, no one's watching this failed show statistic. Far away and close by your ear, lay waiting the clues, but there's nothing to fear. He's back to see you and re-partner up, but the sight of that moustache may cause plans to scup. What is that caterpillar? It should be arrested. Your face is guilty and it won't be contested. Shave it off now before you eat, then welcome back to Baker Street. We don't want no swearing, don't make it obscene, family friendly and sparkling clean. Sit by the fire and toast your skull. Don't eat the berries, they're ready to mull. Oh yes, some wine for those cold winter nights, wearing thermal vests and insulated tights. Investigate the ants' phone, look for Moriarty. Check all in the corners before you throw the party. How did he do it? He fell off the roof. The trickery and fakery of what is the proof? That side's filled in, and that side is waiting, bowls and conundrums anticipating. Grizzle of mushrooms and fairy tales, mountainous regions and accents of Wales. Loop all the letters, please tell a story. The best round for that is of course Balamory. I got the scoop, the big revelation. He's turned into a dog, now that's dedication. He plans to win crufts with the brain of a human, but he's having some trouble coordinating movement. He shakes his bum when he wags his tail, and trotting along is a football fail. But he's determined. His time has come. He'll be the new face of Pedigree Chum. Rainbow brains and colouring pens, greased up frying pan, those eggs are Glen's. Making butter by churning cows, stick them on roller coasters, spin them upside down. Crocodile chips all ridgy and green, back from the alligators, Jack's back lean. Fidgety Almo demanding tickles, keyboard concertos, electronic clipples. Stage and opera, put on a show, Miss Saigon with worms that glow. Hire John Barrowman, he'll sing you a tune, then flash his butt and expect you to swoon. A cast and crew of millions, how many Daleks, trillions and squillions, just line them up by the door, we'll shout you if you want any more. Mirror image, a parallel world, through the liquid of silver, another girl, copying my actions day in, day out, having my meltdowns when I scream and shout. Going for my interviews to see if I'm insane, too many professionals, no one ever the same. I can't understand their voices, and they don't get me. It's stressful, upsetting, the inconsistency. Found someone I liked, got only an hour. The news of them leaving turned everything sour. Now I've got to start again, meeting strangers and trying to like them. The connection I need to open up my feelings, showing them my quirks without them running away screaming. Doing my videos has helped me to talk, showing how my brain is licorice all sorts. I have control of what I want to say, even if planning it takes me all day. It doesn't matter if I make a mistake, I just restart the camera for a whole new take. Take a break and concentrate on how to fill this book, pack it with letters like a Barnes & Noble nook. Manga and anime soothes my brain, ASMR noise like gentle rain. Delicate reading like paper flowers, a resting mode whiles away the hours. Hold the phone, I have an idea. I thought of this over a hoot owl beer. Don't paint the darkness or cut off your ear. Your brain is your own, let someone else steer. Ateliers and 3-bed homes, sparkling gems and velvet thrones. Toucan the mystery, the hooped revelation, stars in the sky, the parrot's sensation. Sway the birds and tie up the chairs, drive the people all crazy, collect up the fares. I pushed for your freedom, you own the score, my favourite footballer, Gareth Bale, I adore. Spaghetti tangled webs we squeeze, we don't try to learn, we just try to sneeze. Pipes clinking, there's someone stuck, only 2 inches wide, you get me, duck. Collecting all the rent, bricks and mortar, part of the firmament. Guessing at words and making them up, not just creative, that's part of the fun. Shopping down the market, buying some socks, get rotten tomatoes to throw at the stocks. Whinging and whining, all over debating, certain presenters can be very grating. Grinding the minutiae down to sound bites, who do you like, the left or the right? Concrete statements of will and intent, all of the slander the media sent. Eat and crack the biscuits, the crumbs on the floor, sweep up the sawdust, the blood down the claw. He scratched his face, the eyebrows came off, one was a butterfly and one was a moth. Mull and meringue and a fixing of glue, a Southwold taste, force it you do. I was a genius, the cleverest one, the one from the factory, where the Gothic is done. Won't wear the face paint, or graft on the trowels, or stand my guard and hear those howls. I want to free them, the scared and in pain, but I'm pinned to the ground by sharp needle rain. My boss is an overcoat with ostrich feathers, dicing his currency on slow games of checkers. Move to the black, the white is pure, tip up the table, just say you want more. Carolling marvels and shaving the bits off, this sentence is trailing, better do stop. There's a portal on my wall that looks like Matt Smith, a swirling, a cavity, a broke lover's tiff. The darkness enfolding my fear and my hunger, the missing of characters, though guilty, did stung her. Why is my nose sent like concrete when I'm about to fall over? Whiskey galore from the white cliffs of Dover. Meet a celebrity when you're at the Ritz for tea. I like baths again, soothingly good, wearing my glasses, focus not buzz. Colourful bubbles and physical fun, splishing and splashing psyche, sparkling sun. Recuperation realistic when I have support, little pills and loving friends within my pillow fort. Feeling fantastic they bounce with me, when feeling low they are hot sweet tea. Performing when happy I'm full of pride, tongue-tied and frowning use my duvet to hide. Cuddling my cat, feeling his paws, relaxing and soothing acupuncture claws. 5 Sims in a house, but I only have 4. These missions are costly, raising the money a virtual chore. I feel too much empathy for these virtual people. I feel all their textures, want their comfort needs full. Comfortable carpets and beautiful wallpaper. About everything now, don't hold off until later. I feel all the feelings as if it's a real house. Want the floorings all soft so their feet don't feel ouch. I even imagine being in their shoes and give them some slippers in case their toes bruise. I hope they are comfortable in all of their clothes. Way too much self-projection, I suppose. I feel fantasy strongly, much more than real. In my empathy centres there's fireworks of zeal. I get attached to characters, though they're just ideas. and get disturbed and upset because I feel their fears. I sometimes forget it's them and not me. My anxiety shoots up, for seconds can't breathe. Then I realise it's all pretend, they're only really fictional friends. Just words on a page, some acted out, but I can feel all the screams, laughs and shouts. With real-life people, the emotions are messy, full of lies and no structure. It gets very stressy. In the fictional world, everything is planned, an edited world I hold in my hand. That's why surrealism is my favourite art form. No messy emotions and anything drawn. My friends and I can laugh over pictures, subvert and twist the fittings and fixtures. No required interpretation of emotional states. Beige meat bonds us all as mates. My new duvet of rainbow colours cheers me up. For the depression of winter it is the sun. My love filled with colour is the crutch for my mood. Too much grey and storm clouds encouraging a bleak brood. Happy songs and childlike glee a shield against depression. Comedy in my videos to combat serotonin recession. My goal is to brighten everyone's day. Put a smile on my face when I read what they say. I'm trying to learn about anime and manga. Got lots of new guidebooks and a Chobits cliffhanger. Got a reminder today about this project. Shall make a video about it before I send off it. You can hear how I read every word and phrase, and relate to your viewpoint and interpretive gaze. I was going to plan it and make it all pretty, inspiring others, travelling city to city. But I think this way is more artistically authentic. Thought each sentence, then directly penned it. You can see how my brain links topics and sounds, my language processing neurologically profound. I didn't want to check and make everything perfect. Letting go of control is personally worth it. So I apologise for any mistakes. If you like things word perfect, well, them's the breaks. Throughout this process I feel serious and tense. When it's completed, relief off my shoulders is what I will sense. I find it quite taxing, doing more than one creative project at a time, so in my brain videos and drawings are all planned and filed. I can visualise them all done and complete, but simultaneously I can't make them compete. So when each project is put to bed, my next idea gets the green light to go ahead. I do my best to make sure nothing is late, but I do have a tendency to procrastinate. I'm determined to fulfill my ambitions, and hopefully earn from lots of commissions. I love being creative, but it can be very tiring. Of successful artists I'm very admiring. I've learnt to control my artistic temper, but I have to work hard to find that quiet focus centre. I used to tear up my work if I drew any lines wrong, but now I just fix it and keep my resolve strong. I've learnt to appreciate my creative worth, that it's okay if I'm not an old master expert. Using my voice that's like no one else's, creating my work thinking how can I sell this? I do all my work for pleasure and profit, and paint it, scan it, rotate it and crop it. My dressing table is now all pretty and cute, a rainbow of colours of beautiful repute. I dramatically reduced my makeup collection, and now only have a carefully hand-picked selection. Pretty eye pencils in black, white, gold and purple, texture and colour application superb. A multiple colour for eyes, cheeks and lips, a tint for my brows and a base for my lids. I fell in love with my rainbow palette when I saw it online, I just had to have it. I wear it for fun and the happy effect. I don't get too stressed, try to protect and correct. An interest in makeup started my YouTube career. I watched beauty gurus and enjoyed the happy atmosphere. I filmed my own looks and the colours I tried, but I quickly veered towards my comedy side. I found classical paintings and gave them stories. I'd just discovered the slang kit and gave it some glory. Me and Dad filmed some science about ice rinks, big refrigerators, clunks and clinks. I filmed my first video about my book collection. I whispered all through it to avoid detection. Mum and Dad's room used to be right next door, so I kept very quiet about my voice, not sure. Lots of people enjoyed the narration. It turned out to be an ASMR sensation. As I learnt about being autistic, I thought to myself that I should share this, so I filmed my thoughts about being on the spectrum and the inner workings of my cerebrum. I've organised a new colourful background, so the visuals are fun as well as the sound. I've socialised online for over a decade. My first conversations about video games. I've made lots of friends and met lots for real, at parties and camping and delicious meals. I discovered the Brooklyn Art Library when they were Art House Co-op. I thought that looks fun to do, so bought a sketchbook from the shop. I used some collage to express my likes and loves, and cut out some words for poems as pretty as doves. I've since taken part in lots of the projects. To my expressive self, I love that strangers connect. Being part of an art library across the ocean is an amazing and awestruck emotion. When I was younger, I was much more introspect, but now on my experience, I can knowingly reflect. I used to be scared and hidden away, but I found more confidence and have lots to say. I've got lots of new friends who understand me, and they explain how their brains understand the world that they see. We can relate because we're neurologically different. We are fighting against prejudiced ignorance. This poem's nearly finished, but the words are slowing down. Decelerating thoughts in the sea full of letters have started to drown. I'm not sure now what will spell out from my pen. Lots of surrealism, lucid thought now and then. I love being a part of this artistic community with its flow of ideas, all the passionate voices we hear. I've got my Sims planting and making more money. Lucy Miller's arriving. She's brilliantly funny. There's lots of ladies living in this Sims town. It's a Doctor Who universe stamping ground. Donna Noble has a job at the art library. I choose that she loves creativity. It is an alternate universe without the Doctor, so my Sims are all very happy. No interfering, all tweedy and flappy. For my birthday, the Sea Life sent it to meet all the fish. The turtle cuddly toys I just couldn't resist. They are so soft and cuddly with enormous eyes, and the female turtle has a special surprise. A cute baby turtle in a pouch on her shell. He has an adorable squeaky toy yell. The birthday treat I enjoyed the mostest was a carousel ride along to the sound of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I felt the switch in my brain, you see. It clicked it over to pure exhilarated glee. I had a sad switch this year to Artscape, but I arrived and got cuddles that felt so great. Feeling loved and supported brought the sunbeams out, and shut away in a cupboard my grumps and doubt. To cuddle some people I feel strongly propelled. My need for touch and deep pressure cannot be quelled. I got lots of comfort and some cheeky beer. My happy grin went from ear to ear. Okay, from now this book's going to get random. I can fuddled mess like a calculus sum. Watching that show with Carl Pilkington, sometimes I agree, yeah, good thinking, son. Concentrate on the destruction of leaves, the rise of the sun, how the animal breathes. Catch all the stars and put them in your pocket. Tape all the avenues, shut the gate up and lock it. Turn down the volume on derogatory tones. Make a fan of your feathers, as the peacocks have shown. Starving the sunlight before it pierces the eye. Self-defense is a weakness with the clouds in the sky. The trees and the branches dig out their roots, their freedom denied, their validity mute. Tied up in the attic, the darkness closed in, crossbowed by the arrow carved dangerously thin. This is my clarion cry, my chance to escape. Punch through the rafters, get the sun on my face. Take off and soar, climb 50 feet more. Grasp onto freedom, the ceiling of sleep. Push up through my consciousness, reality I seek. I fly straight up the scale, burst through to awake. Emerge from the covers, a confused and dazed state. It's like I'm pushing from inside my brain. scaling the ladder from emotional pain. Is that how it's like for everyone else? Making plans and directing all vividly felt. In my dream world determined to make things how I want it. If it gets sad and scary, I've learnt how to stop it. My dream world trains me to write certain dreams down, scribbling my thoughts on dream paper I've found. Awake then for real and an urge to record realistic encounters I've loved and adored. I don't tend to write down the upsetting scenes as I'm crying or trying to escape the bad feels. I'm proud to have my parallel world and all of my dream friends as our adventures unfurl. Their kisses and hugs are also realistic when I meet up with Benedict and think, yum, how I've missed this. My cuddly toys all help me to sleep when I'm scared of the monsters in the dark that creep. My cuddly wolf that I've named Nymeria, I feel calm and comfort snuggled up near to her. I have my bunny that I hold close to my tummy. When I was a child, I often shrieked, Mummy! Once under my pillow I saw a human thumb. I did not know then it was a hallucination. Mum ran into the room and lifted my pillow, astounded, upset disbelief. I just said, oh. Sea otters are so adorably cute. Just watch them washing and dare to refute. Scrunching up their faces and waggling their paws, one of the animals you can't help but adore. I love sweet smiles, candy, pink sugar, but anything cakey, I am such a sucker. I love lots of illuminations, colourful sensory toys, they are great fun. I'm just going to have a little break to watch YouTube, then I'll complete this poem when I'm refreshed and renewed. I can whiz my dad brush round with remote control. He has some sayings to rant on patrol. Aristotle's on my windowsill, and so is Sigmund Freud. Aristotle lives all peaceful, and Sigmund's just annoyed. Time to write this story next to my giant ear, sat upon my pink rug. Oh, it's a mess in here. I'm not very good at tidying, got stacks of books and random things. I need more bookshelves for my art reference collection, and all the new titles for my manga obsession. I'm very much wondering which character I most like, both in looks and also psych. Dr. Nine and David Haight are locked together in a torrid embrace. I'm organising and sorting my Lego. My categories of elements quickly overflow. The base plates and house wall bricks in the big workman's trolley. The little bits get sorted safe with the doctor's brolly. The Lego purple night buzz is looking for Harry Potter, but I can't see Hermione anywhere. Oh wait, the Daleks have got it. I have a Hamtaro sat on my shelf. I adore those cute hamsters and their sunflower wealth. I first discovered them in Game Boy games, the bright rainbow colours and all their beautiful names. I have a box full of teeny Hamtaro models. I want to display them, should be a doddle. I have my posters of confidence words and a bright pink quote of Audrey Hepburn's. The pick above my mantelpiece is by Jack Patriano. I saw it framed and mounted, and my shopping urge went whoa. Many things have changed about me apart from my favourite artists. I loved them many years ago, way before the TARDIS. I tidied out my shoe trunk and filled it with sensory toys. That very lovely treasure chest bursts with giggles and joys. My treasured collection is on my bookshelf high up. They are My Little Ponies, lined up next to a Dalek and all of his cronies. I have quite a few pairs of 3D glasses. I love that technology, to me it is massive. I am in wonder and awe at 3D printing. I remember when it was just tomorrow's world thinking. From where I am sitting I can see my Doctor Who stickers and posters and action figure box stickers. I have some magazines promoting brand me. I hope I entertain and that you like what you see. Around a picture of a fidgety bunny shall be my autistic hero's wall. I have a picture of Sherlock and Doctor Who I adore. I want to find frames that fit their style, stags in damask and glitter sparkle smiles. I bought a Lily Pulitzer agenda from Alan Blair, all of my YouTube and art stuff in there. Maybe a video about all of my teddies all around my bed. There are lots of stories yet unsaid. This project's been a challenge and sometimes a chore. as making visual images is what I most adore. Finding words to conjure up and stick down on the page. Videos are easier because movement's centre stage. Self-expression is more intuitive when I'm being kinetic. My body wants to dance around if my brain will let it. I hope that you have enjoyed your reading and savoured every page. Feel free to turn back to page 1 and enjoy it all again. Yay! And then I wrote in the back, "Hiya, thanks so much for choosing to read my sketchbook. You were totally awesome. To see a video of me reading this book, you can visit my YouTube channel, Curious Twats. To experience more of my writing, look for my Kindle book, Dainty Laces, A Lyrical Tale of a Differently Wired Mind. Thank you, have a nice day." Yay! My lighting's got orange. I'm not actually orange. I don't fake tan. Right, that was my poem, and I was going to scan it and put it on my blog so you can read it if you couldn't tell what I was saying. So that's my poem for the Verse on Paper project by the Brooklyn Art Library. Thank you very much for watching.